rolling green hills, adorable towns and villages, and major urban centres all within the same county. This description, of course, applies to most of, if not all of the English counties. Despite this, while appearing mundane and insignificant at first glance, many counties will leave visitors with a profound sense of surprise. Hello, and welcome to the third episode of England Explained, the series where we take a look at each county within England and unpack what makes them unique. Today's episode is Buckinghamshire. Buckinghamshire is located in the south of England and borders the counties of Northamptonshire to the north, Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire to the east, Greater London to the southeast, Berkshire to the south, and Oxfordshire to the west. The name Buckinghamshire derives from the Anglo-Saxon term for the district of Bucker's Home, with Bucker's Home referring to the town of Buckingham in the north of the county. Bucker himself was an Anglo-Saxon landowner, with the town having been named after him since the 12th century. Despite this, however, Buckinghamshire's existence dates all the way back as far as the Kingdom of Mercia, where it was a subdivision from the years of 585 all the way to 919. Centuries later, in the 19th century, famine and a cholera outbreak absolutely decimated the county, which was predominantly rural at the time, with this resulting in many fleeing rural life for life in much more urbanised areas. Due to the damages that this dramatic demographic displacement caused to the local economy, land within Buckinghamshire quickly became extremely cheap. This, as well as the increased mobility of wealthy Brits within the early years of the Industrial Revolution, resulted in Buckinghamshire becoming synonymous with the concept of a leafy rural getaway for the rich. In recent centuries, the increased urban sprawl of London and the introduction of railways heavily incentivised the growth of towns within the south of Buckinghamshire, such as High Wycombe and Amersham, which left the town of Buckingham in the north to develop substantially less due to there being little need to expand. Today, the county is home to many London commuters and many wealthy areas. However, there are still many notable pockets of poverty within the county. Buckinghamshire is made up of 12 districts. These are Milton Keynes in the north and Buckinghamshire, which makes up the entire rest of the county. One important thing to note, however, is that before 2020, the county was composed of 5 districts: Aylesbury Vale, Chiltern, South Bucks, Wycombe, as well as Milton Keynes. The south of Buckinghamshire sits within the Chiltern Hills, which can be observed when simply viewing the surrounding landscape when visiting the area, where gentle rolling hills stretch on for miles. The north of the county, however, is a lot flatter and low-lying in comparison, with the district of Milton Keynes, of course, being made up entirely of urban areas. Importantly, within Buckinghamshire exist many forested areas, such as the Chiltern Beechwoods, Burnham Beeches, and Burnwood Forest areas. The Chiltern Beechwoods act as an area deemed crucial for biodiversity within Great Britain. Burnham Beeches is known for being a national hotspot for acidophilous beech forests and invertebrates, and Burnwood Forest has remained a remnant of a once medieval hunting forest. The River Thames does form part of the border between Buckinghamshire and Berkshire, with it flowing next to towns such as Welland and Marlow. Interestingly, the island that Eton is situated on is split between both Buckinghamshire and Berkshire. In the east of the island, on the Berkshire side, exists the village of Eton and Eton Wick respectively, while the Buckinghamshire side in the west holds the villages of Boveney, Dorney and Dorney Reach. Now, of course, it is time to go over some notable settlements within Buckinghamshire, starting with arguably the most well-known, Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is the largest settlement in Buckinghamshire and has a population of around 300,000 people. The city was founded in 1967 in an attempt for the government to construct new towns to relieve the growing housing congestion in and around London. The city was built in the location it is in today due to it being equidistant from London, Birmingham, Leicester, Oxford and Cambridge, with the belief and hope that it would eventually become a major urban centre within the region. During its construction, the overall urban area of Milton Keynes incorporated the towns of Bletchley, Fenny Stratton, Wolverton and Stony Stratford, with just over a dozen small towns and farms also being included within the list. These settlements are believed to date back all the way to the Neolithic period, proving that while the city of Milton Keynes is in itself extremely young compared to other English settlements, the land that it exists on has been settled for numerous centuries. One notable and arguably the most known fact about Milton Keynes is its resemblance to stereotypical American towns. This is mainly due to the fact that when constructing the city, architects prioritised car-friendly infrastructure as the majority of the country was progressively increasing its reliance on cars like many other Western countries were too. While many see this as being an issue with the city, to be honest I disagree. In my personal opinion, I think that it adds to the uniqueness and character of it and sets it far apart from the traditional, much older towns and villages within the rest of Buckinghamshire. Milton Keynes slightly reminds me of cities like Brasilia, Brazil or Canberra, Australia, which are also examples of cities that utilised the controversial grid system due to their late developments in human history. Some notable attractions in and around Milton Keynes include Bletchley Park, an old base for military code breakers during the Second World War where the Enigma code was famously cracked, a monumentous moment in the history of computing. Escape Milton Keynes, an entertainment complex which offers activities such as indoor skydiving, rock climbing and an indoor ski slope, as well as many more. And Milton Keynes Museum, which holds a large amount of information regarding the history of the local area predating the construction of the city. The next settlement on the list is High Wycombe. The town of High Wycombe is located in the south of Buckinghamshire and has a population of around 130,000 people. The town is surrounded by the Chiltern Hills and is well known for once featuring a Roman villa, which was believed to have been built between the years of 150 to 170 AD. The town gets its name from the River Wey, being combined with the word combe, which translates to wooded valley in Old English, with this clearly stemming from the settlement's location tucked neatly within the Chilterns. During the 1940s to the late 1960s, High Wycombe was home to the RAF Bomber Command, and additionally the United States Air Force's 8th Bomber Command, codenamed Pine Tree, which was stationed in a former girls' school within the town, which also eventually became its headquarters in February of 1944. A few notable attractions in and around High Wycombe include Odds Farm Park, located just outside of the town to the southeast. It's an award-winning park and offers activities like go-karting and also allows for guests to get up close and personal with the animals there. The Roald Dahl Museum and Story Centre, just a 15-minute drive from the town, which is dedicated to the nationally beloved children's author and offers an enjoyable experience for all, according to its website. Additionally, the Eden Shopping Centre in the centre of the town is composed of over 100 shops and other businesses. While the shopping centre itself is modern, the nearby historic market is still active on Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays. Despite being the county town of Buckinghamshire, the town of Aylesbury is not the largest settlement within the county, with a population of only 90,000 people. The first known recording of the town dates back all the way to the Anglo-Saxon era, where it went by the name of Aylesbury, with this translating to Fort of Aigle. Within the Anglo-Saxon chronicles, Aylesbury is described as having been captured from the control of the Britons, and while this cannot be fully historically proven, it is widely believed by historians that the town did have some kind of strategic significance at the time. During the English Civil War, the town became a stronghold for the Parliamentarian forces, with them additionally succeeding in the Battle of Aylesbury in the year of 1642. One notable thing that came out of the town of Aylesbury is the Aylesbury duck. This specific breed of duck was the result of selective cross-breeding of white common ducks during the 18th century. Aylesbury ducks were brought up by lower-class households and carried off to London for profit. The Aylesbury duck continues to represent the town in numerous ways, such as being included within the town's coat of arms, as well as being the nickname of the Aylesbury United Football Club, the Ducks. When observing the town from a satellite view, you can clearly notice the foundation for HS2, the high-speed railway project that streaks across the entire county from north to south. To be honest, I think it makes such a quaint and primarily rural county, such as Buckinghamshire, look much uglier than it deserves, and I think it's a real shame. Some notable attractions in and around the town of Aylesbury include the Discover Bucks Museum, which displays artefacts regarding the history of Buckinghamshire, which also includes natural exhibits and pieces of archaeology. The Aylesbury Market held on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays, and the Buckinghamshire Railway Centre, located in the village of Quainton, just to the north of Aylesbury, hubs a wide selection of train exhibits and occasionally offers steam train rides for visitors. No list of settlements within Buckinghamshire would be complete without mentioning the town it gets its name from, Buckingham. The town is located in the north of the county, just a short drive away from the border with Northamptonshire, and has a combined population of around 14,000 people as of 2021. Originally, just after the formation of the Shire of Buckingham in the 10th century, Buckingham was actually the county town, This was until the considerably larger town of Aylesbury took its place in the 18th century. The area around the town of Buckingham is believed to have been settled by the Romans, with an ancient temple being discovered during the 1960s just south of the A421, which is believed to date back all the way to the 3rd century AD. In March of 1725, a huge fire ripped through the town, which resulted in 138 out of the 387 properties within the town being destroyed and lost in the flames. By 1730, only around a third of homes had been rebuilt, making recovery for the town costly and difficult for its inhabitants. By 1850, Buckingham had been connected to the capital of London by Buckinghamshire Railway, making it more accessible to the residents of the south of England. Some notable attractions and things to do in and around Buckingham include the Buckingham Old Gaol, an 18th century prison which has been transformed into a local history museum and information centre, the Buckingham Chantry Chapel, which is part of the National Trust due to the fact that it is the oldest building in the entire county, and the Buckingham Street Market, which is held on Tuesdays and Saturdays. There is additionally a flea market held on Saturdays in the town. While the former mentioned settlements within Buckinghamshire are highly notable, they are not the only ones worth mentioning within the county. There are 5 additional settlements that I would like to briefly mention, the first one being Marlow. The town of Marlow is located in the south of the county along the north bank of the River Thames, just across from the village of Bisham in Berkshire. It is well known for its bridge and being the home of the royal tradition of swan upping, where the King's Swan Marker team row along the Thames and mark the number of swans and cygnets as part of a wildlife census. The next settlement is Chalfont St Peter. Chalfont St Peter is located in the south-east of the county and is well known for being considered one of the largest villages in all of southern England, with a population of around 13,000 people. The village's name is believed to mean cold spring in Old English, with St Peter being one of Jesus' first disciples, who the village church was always traditionally devoted to. Also located in the southeast of Buckinghamshire, the town of Amersham is known for being split into 2 separate sections, the old town of Amersham and the much more modern section of the town, Amersham on the Hill. It is well known for being home to the Amersham Museum and the medieval St Mary's Church. Like the latter 2 settlements, the village of Beaconsfield is located in the southeast of Buckinghamshire and is well known for being the home of the world's first model village, as well as the National Film and Television School. It is additionally famous for being where part of the TV series Midsummer Murders was filmed. Finally, located in the south of the county, just a stone's throw away from the Berkshire settlement of Slough, the village of Burnham is known for being the home of Burnham Abbey, which was founded in the 13th century by Richard, Earl of Cornwall. Additionally, during the Second World War, Burnham Beeches, just northeast of the village, was home to a military vehicle reserve depot, used for the waterproofing of vehicles preparing to be sent out to attempt the historically significant D-Day landings. The flag of Buckinghamshire is by far one of the best English county flags in my personal opinion. It features the bow and swan, a swan in chains positioned in front of a red and black background, with the 2 colours being evenly divided to the left and right respectively. The swan itself has for centuries been associated with Buckinghamshire, and is also synonymous with the River Thames, that could be observed within the south of the county. The bird also features on the arms of settlements such as Aylesbury, Buckingham, Chesham, Marlow and High Wycombe. In regards to the culture of the county, people from Buckinghamshire are occasionally given the nickname of Bucks, which is also sometimes applied when referring to the county itself as a whole. Compared to other English counties, Buckinghamshire's sense of regional identity is rather scarce, as is the same with many inland English counties, which is also likely why there is not really a widely spoken name for those residing within the county. A few examples of traditional foods originating from Buckinghamshire include the previously mentioned Aylesbury duck, which was once considered a staple of fine dining in Victorian London, the Buckinghamshire bacon badger, a rolled pastry filled with potatoes, onions, bacon and herbs which is commonly steamed for several hours, and the Caton cakes, spicy almond seed cakes that are made in celebration of St Catherine's Day. In conclusion, while Buckinghamshire is certainly a commonly overlooked English county, it's undeniably fascinating in numerous ways and harbours many pleasant towns and villages within it, as well as a stunning, gentle yet beautiful geography. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the new year for the Cambridgeshire episode. To be honest, I'm glad to have now finished all of the 3 counties beginning with B, because now, in my opinion, the counties covered will start to get much more interesting and unique from one another. I'm looking forward to creating the Cambridgeshire video, as the county is overflowing with history and has many well-known towns and cities within it. If anyone from Cambridgeshire or any other upcoming counties has anything specific that I should cover, please feel free to let me know in the comments. If you would like to see more content like this, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. It's been growing quite a bit recently since I've uploaded the Berkshire episode, and I would like to see that continuing. That would be amazing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the new year. Bye.